Today we are making a low-calorie version of an ice cream that's been requested for quite a while now. Moose Tracks. It's vanilla ice cream with peanut butter cups and chocolate. It's a full pint that's half the calories of a pint of the regular stuff. If you want to know how to make it, it's coming up right now on The Cog is Shred. Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is John, and I've lost over 130 pounds naturally by changing my habits, and recipes like the one I'm sharing today have helped me to keep it off. Well, once again, we are paying a visit to my old friend, the Ninja Creami, and making another low-calorie ice cream, this time a low-calorie version of Moose Tracks. This has peanut butter cups, this has chocolate, this is vanilla ice cream, and I bought a pint of Moose Tracks to plan this out, and I thought, you know what? Let me see if I can make a full pint, but cut the calories in half. And it took a little bit of work, but we have a full pint that is half the calories of a pint of store-bought Moose Tracks ice cream. If you are ready, then come on, let's get cooking. All right, well, since we're making a pint of Moose Tracks, we're gonna start off with close to a pint of milk. Instead of 1 cup, I've got 1 3/4 cups of Fairlife Fat Free Milk. Gonna go ahead and add this to my NutriBullet cup. Then we'll add 45 grams of Monkfruit Sweetener, 11.3 grams of vanilla sugar-free Jello pudding mix, and a pinch of salt. That's it for the base ice cream mix, so go ahead and blend this up, pour it in a Ninja Creami pint, and freeze it for 24 hours. Oh, by the way, I'm sure you'll notice when you pour it into the pint that it goes above the max fill line. Don't worry about that. What happened is, in the blender, it's gonna get really frothy. There's a lot of air and foam in there. As it freezes, it's gonna separate, the foam is gonna rise to the top, so it's not going to be super solid on top, it's just gonna be soft foam. Don't worry about that, it's not gonna hurt the machine. I'll show you in a second when we make it.
Tomorrow.
All right, so I just got the frozen ice cream pint out of the freezer. It's gonna sit out for a few minutes, and while that sits, we're gonna prep our mix-ins. So I've got 3 of these Reese's Zero Sugar peanut butter cups. However, we're only gonna use 2.5. And the only reason I'm doing that is for the sake of calories. You can use 3 if you want. You can use more of anything if you want. It's just gonna, affect the calories, so adjust accordingly. I'm going to open up 3 of these, and you know what? I'm just gonna cut this one here in half now. And I'm just gonna eat this half now, because why not?
Why not?
Okay, so now we are just going to take these 2.5 peanut butter cups, and we are going to cut them into smaller pieces so that they can all be blended throughout our ice cream. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just put these into a little container and set these to the side. I'm also going to take 3 pieces of Hershey's Zero Sugar Chocolate and just put them into a microwave-safe bowl. These, when it's time, will be melted and mixed into our ice cream. But for now, I'm just going to open them so they'll be ready to go. A 1, a 2, a 3.
3.
All right, now let's set this aside and go mix our ice cream. All right, so here I've got the frozen pint that will become our Moose Tracks ice cream. And if you can see, everything above the max fill line is a little bit lighter in color than everything below it. This should be good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put this into the machine. Turn it on, and we're gonna run it on Lite Ice Cream. Here we go. All right, that first spin is done. It might be the only spin. I'm gonna go ahead and put these pieces of chocolate in the microwave. That's those 3 Hershey's pieces. Let me see how this is looking. All right, yeah, this looks pretty good to me. I know a lot of times I would do an additional spin, but as you can see, it is still it's pretty soft, and I want to be able to go ahead and mix in the other stuff. So I'm going to put this chocolate in here for about 30 seconds. Every 10 seconds, I'm just gonna mix it. I just wanna soften it up until it's able to be melted when I stir it. So let's see. After 10 seconds, just barely starting to melt. It's not really melted at all. Put it back in. All right, let's check it now. It's been 20 seconds. Starting to melt a little bit. Put it back in. All right, after 30 seconds, 30 seconds is usually about about right. That's what happened last time. After 30 seconds, it's all starting to melt. As I continue to stir it, it's gonna keep on melting. 30 seconds is usually your sweet spot.
That's your sweet spot right there.
So we got our melted chocolate. First thing I'm gonna do is grab these peanut butter cup pieces, and I'm gonna sprinkle some down in there, make sure they get down toward the bottom. Also have some up more toward the top. I'll save just a few for the top. All right, and now I'm gonna take some of this chocolate, and I'm just gonna take a little bit and push it down in and actually mix it in by hand. I wanna have like little streaks of this chocolate throughout the ice cream. So what I've found is just kind of doing this by hand seems to help a little bit to get those pieces in there where I want them. All right, so now that I've stirred it up a little bit, I'm gonna level this off. We'll put it back in the machine, and this time we are going to hit mix it. Okay, that's done with the mix-in setting. I'm gonna put this last little bit of chocolate back in for a few more seconds just to make sure it's soft, because I wanna be able to put that on top. Take this out of the machine. Ooh, look at that, everything's all blended together. Look at all the little bits, you can see little bits of chocolate and stuff in there. I just wanna take any last little bits of this chocolate that's melted and get it drizzled on top. Kind of swirl it, maybe make some streaks. I just want to add it in there on top there so we can see that chocolate right there on the top. All right, that looks pretty nice. Last thing I'm going to do, just going to put some of these little chunks of the peanut butter cups on top, just to add a little extra decoration.
Decoration, man. It's just for decoration. That's it.
All right, and this pint of low-calorie Moose Tracks is ready. And introducing for the first time a full pint of low-calorie, delicious Moose Tracks ice cream. Look at that! You got the peanut butter, you got the chocolate, you got all that stuff in there. All right, before it melts, I've got to jump right in and get some of this. Look at that. All right, let's try some of this. Here we go. Ooh, the chocolate and peanut butter. Ooh, it's a nice combination. Oh yeah. That's nice. I'm gonna have one more bite, but before I go too crazy, I wanna go over the macros. Okay, so for this entire pint, and yes, it's a full pint of Moose Tracks ice cream, it is only 364 calories, which is half, I think maybe even a little less than half of a full pint of regular Moose Tracks. So severely cut the calories down, 92 grams of carbs, 14 grams of fat, and 25 grams of protein. So you're getting a good amount of protein and so few calories. You can literally eat this entire thing if you want. I don't know if I want to eat the whole thing in one sitting. Usually I find a full pint is a little bit much for me. I normally prefer about a half pint, but you know what? You do you. Either way, that is very nice. Well, whether you prefer a half pint or a full pint, I think you'll enjoy it either way. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe to the Cog is Shred for more recipes and other videos related to my weight loss and fitness journey. And let me know in the comments if you have any ideas for recipes you'd like to see me try in the future. I would love to hear from you and know what you're interested in seeing. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep on eating.
Just for decoration. That's it.